On back here again, right here on around the same year when I first purchased this motor, and it seems like an anniversary. You get what you pay for, obviously. So if you buy a motor on eBay, make sure you tear it down and have all the stuff that you need, so that way you can properly look and check the motor, because half of them they do sell you, they say they're 65 or less. They're full of shit, because there's no way 65,000 miles will build up as much carbon as there was on my engine when I tore it down. When I did estimate checks, it was about up to 300 and some thousand as much carbon buildup there was on it. So basically, I got fucked twice. By first time, letting someone work on my car thinking they knew what they were doing. They didn't know shit. So it took me, pretty much, where I had to do my research and everything on my car, because I hated Hondas at the time. I was a Volkswagen guy. Still kind of fucking hate Hondas, but I'm getting to like them a little better. But anyways, now here I go, tearing down the whole motor that I purchased last year. Turned out, basically, put on no more than 1,000 miles on this motor, and it already has major problems of where I had to rebuild it, pretty much. So what I did is took a 94 Honda Accord, non-VTEC 2.2 liter, naturally aspirated, took it out of my Honda Accord, and basically looked for an engine around the same engine. They wanted more money for that engine, so I was cutting to a point where either I have to get a good decent engine for low cost, or basically rebuild the engine I had, but that was out of the option at the time, or settle for this engine, which is basically same in everything except it's a VTEC and it's 1 liter more. But anyways, back to the subject at hand. I didn't know shit about Hondas. I didn't know really anything. I really didn't want to touch Hondas because they're a bunch of bullshit, I thought. Basically everybody has one. They're stolen all the time. But now I see why people get them, because shit, parts are cheap for them and everything. You could pretty much do any kind of build you want. It's pretty versatile. So basically what I did is had the original trans, had to buy H22 type R trans, and put in a manual in here so that way it can handle the torque of the engine, because I don't plan on keeping this engine much longer. It's just temporary. What I'm going to build is an H22R or an F20R Euro motor, and or an H23. I don't know, depending on which build I look at. Maybe a K20 if they fit in my car. But anyways, back to the subject at hand. So, didn't know shit. Here I am. I got the engine tore down. Basically bought new hoses, flywheel, timing belt. Had to bing out the oil pan because it got messed up. Sanded a couple of things, painted, basically modified. Basically before I put it together. But you see my timing belt cover and my cam gear cover on top. I put a clear shield in it and pretty much polished it and everything. Now you see through for an F23. Just minor things. But basically had to tear down the whole damn engine. And this is why. F models. Honda Accord. Really, just those years, period, the F models, they have, what do they call it? Balancer shafts in them. 2 of them, which cause a lot of problem for your engine. Basically, it'll cause the timing belt to walk. It'll throw the timing belt, bend valves, because it's an interference engine. It's not a non-interference. So basically what it means is when the cam and piston goes up and the valves open, it will hit the valves and bend them. They fix this problem with newer engines. But the F series are known to have balancer shaft, and they all the time fuck up. Clearly, when I do my research, that's all they do. So, if you're going to do an F series, this is your vibration isolator, or vibration pulley belts, idler pulleys, whatever you want to call this shit. I bought a Gates, a racing one. Now I don't need that motherfucker. Waste of money right there. I only need the one timing belt. Not only that, if you're going to do your engine, this way you could tear it down and pretty much buy what you need and not constantly keep buying extra shit. Like I have an extra timing pulley gear, extra idler belt. Fucking, what else do I got? Extra oil pan gasket. Pretty much extra seals coming. Pretty much a bunch of extra shit that I didn't need. Anyways, so pretty much get this engine tore down, so that way I could rebuild it. Now, remind you guys, I don't know really fucking shit about rebuilding engines or, basically going about it. But I am pretty mechanically inclined. I could pretty much look at something and figure it out. If I tear it apart, I could put it back together, just as long as I know the science and I know a little bit of information on the part or the manufacturer or whatever it is. So, basically, I tore the sucker down. Turns out there's a lot of more issues with these damn F23 VTECs. So what I did is bought an isolation, sorry guys, idler shaft pulley delete kit. You can see that where they both went through. So now I don't have that stupid ass gear on one side that's running on one, and then a pulley on the other one, which is fucking, where are they? Here you go. This is the shit that deletes. So no more of this gear. No more of that gear. No more of that gear. And no more only that gear. I don't even think, no, not even that gear. So all that shit deleted. You lose about maybe, I say about 30 pounds off your engine with those shafts gone and everything. And basically what you have is a harmonic balancer and a cam gear. And a cam, and the fucking timing belt pulley gear. So basically that's all you're going to have left of it. I mean, the engine's going to have a little bit of excessive vibration, but we're not building engines to make them sound idle quietly and run like grandma's everyday car, right? So basically, it's pretty much simple. So if you get this block, immediately delete those damn things. Get rid of them because they will cause a lot of problem in your engine. And then you'll be right here where I'm doing. Tearing down the whole engine, flushed it, cleaned it, got my bearings, a whole kit, just pretty much a whole rebuild kit all in one.